A year ago, 104 players took at least 400 plate appearances in the National League. Among them, Brice Turang finished last at 585 in the OPS category. Fast forward a year, though, and 293 players have made at least one appearance in the batter's box. Brice Turang is third in wins above replacement among those 293 players, behind just Shohei Ohtani and Ketel Marte. So what's fueling the biggest transformation in baseball this year? We'll start with the strengths that Turang already had going into the year. He was already an excellent defender, a good base runner. He stole almost 30 bags last year, but this year he has 30 steals at the All-Star break. Part of that is due to him being on base more. The glove is excellent. He was excellent last year with the glove, and this year he's been just as good, being among the leaders in pretty much all the defensive metrics. But the big difference is in the bat. Last year he hit 218 with a 300 slugging, while this year those numbers are 277 and 390. Are they superstar marks? Not necessarily, but he may be a superstar when you factor in the base running and the defense. So how did Turang go from being an unplayable hitter to one who's above average and is now one of the better players in the National League? We talked with Foul Territory recently and told them about some of the swing changes he made that go against what the trends are in Major League Baseball. Instead of focusing on the launch angle and hitting fly balls, he decided to go the opposite route. He said, "You try to hit the ball in the air because of the launch angle and all that stuff, and it kind of gets to you, and that's not the type of hitter I am. I can't miss-hit home runs. I just can't. I can't miss-hit a home run, so what am I doing trying to hit the ball in the air? My game is speed, my game is fast, so I'm going to take my chances on the ground. That was my main focus this offseason, was to go back to being the type of player I am. Why am I trying to hit home runs?" Turang had the self-awareness to know that he wasn't going to be able to hit 20-25 home runs in a year. So instead of trying to hit 15, he decided to stop trying to hit home runs and instead try to hit singles and doubles. He doesn't have elite bat speed, as we now know and can track through StatCast, but instead he has a short, compact swing, and that short, compact swing allows him to hit for contact much better. He's cut his strikeout rate by over 4%, and he hasn't compromised his walk rate at all in the meantime. It's an old saying that gets a little bit overused, but when you put the ball in play, good things happen. You can't get on base if you don't put the ball in play, and Brice Turang is doing that a lot more. And so even though he isn't hitting the ball hard like maybe some of his teammates are, he's still hitting the ball well enough to hit singles and doubles and even run into a few home runs. 2 spots ahead of Turang on that WAR leaderboard is Shohei Ohtani. 1 spot behind of him is Bryce Harper. But instead of getting there by trying to do what they could do, he decided to get there by having the self-awareness to not do what they were doing. Instead of trying to hit 30 or 40 home runs in a year and drive in 100, he decided to get on base as much as he could and let his speed play, knowing that's how he was going to be the most effective version of Brice Turang. And look at where it's got him. Brice Turang might just be at the forefront of the anti-launch angle revolution. And while I don't think we're going to see players in droves start to hit ground balls and line drives the way Turang does, I do think we're going to see some sort of renaissance where guys start to realize that not everyone is built like a home run hitter, and maybe some players, instead of being the next Shohei Ohtani or the next Bryce Harper, could be the next Brice Turang.